Today we will discuss about work study. Basic contents of today's lecture is definition we will discuss. After that we will discuss about method study and procedure of method study. What is work study? Work study may be defined as analysis of job. Why we will go for analysis of job? Purpose is to find the preferred method of doing it. Preferred method means best method of performing the job, and also determining the standard time to perform the job by preferred method or best method. So, we can say that work study comprises of two broad area of study, method study as well as work measurement or synonymous is time study. Let us start with method study. Method study can be defined as the procedure for systematic recording, analysis, critical examination of existing as well as proposed method of doing the work for the purpose of development and application of easier and more effective method. So, the objective of method study is to find the most economical way of doing the work, to standardize method, material, tool and equipments, to determine the time required for the job by an average qualified worker with normal pace, as well as it is used for training of new method to workers. So, if we are talking about second part of work study, work measurement. So, work measurement refers to estimation of standard time for an activity, that is time allowed to complete one piece of job by prescribed method. Generally, work measurement is followed by method study. So, standard time can be defined as the time taken by an average experienced worker for the job with provisions of delay which are beyond the worker's control. Okay. Why we are considering average experienced worker? Because they cross the learning stage of the job. Okay. And we are considering delays which are beyond workers control. Likewise, power failure is there, sometime we need some personal allowances, and all these things are added in standard time. So, there is a several technique to estimate the standard time, that includes time study which is more popular. Else than that, work sampling is there, standard data is there, and predetermined motion time system, that is popularly known as PMTS. Objective of work measurement is it comprises alternative methods, assessing the current initial manpower requirement, planning and control, realistic costing, financial incentive schemes, delivery date of the goods, as well as cost reduction, identifying the substandard workers, and we will train them as per the standard time, as per the standard method. So, how we will find out the delivery time of it is actually required, time is actually required. We know the one piece production time, so we can promise accordingly the delivery time to the customer. Okay. So, these things are there, as well as it is helpful for training new employees. If we will see, the overall method study is to simplify the job, and it is used for develop better method. If we are talking about work measurement, it will quantify the work. So, overall the combination of method study and work measurement will enhance the productivity, with same input we will get better output. So, in that way the productivity of the work will be enhanced with approach of work study. So, basic procedure, let us consider the basic procedure of method study. So, prime step towards method study is selection of job, which type of job we will select. So, next slide I will tell you what are the criteria for selection of job. Okay. Next, after that we will record all the relevant information and facts about the job method, and then after that we will examine critically, and after critical examination we will try to develop the new method or better method. Okay. And then we will try to install those method in standard practice and follow up, maintain the standard practice. So, these are the methods for basic procedure for method study. First we will start with selection of job, then after that we will record the method information, by different methods, like where charts are there, flow diagrams are there, film and videos are there, and then information will be critically analyzed to develop better method, and then develop better method will be installed and follow up continuously. If we are talking about work measurement, so we will select the work, then we will record all the effective and ineffective time of existing condition, means unproductive and productive time contents, and then we will try to eliminate ineffective time or unproductive time, and then we will define the method and break down the method into small elements, and then we will apply some methods for measuring the time content. Okay, and then finally, we will add some allowances and we will get the standard time to perform the job by prescribed method. So, in that way productivity will be enhanced. So, first step towards method study is selection of job. However, every job has potential for improvement, but we will start with unpopular dirty jobs. Okay. Of course, certain criteria are there to consider, will be considered. First and prime criteria for selection of job is economical factor, then we will consider technical aspects of job, and human factors will be considered. Okay, let us start with economical factor. Every job has potential for improvement, and first we will select those type of jobs which have more expenditure. How we will recognize it, that economical benefit is there, how we will identify. So, if labor content is more or excessive machine idleness is there, higher frequency of occurrence, means demand of product is more in market and we are not able to fulfill the demand of customer. Okay. Bottlenecking in production line means we are in some station more queue of job is there and following stations are ideal. So, that is known as bottlenecking condition. Okay. Higher proportion of accident is there, means loss of money, loss of manpower and loss of productive hours. Okay. Movement of material and man over a long distance, means more transportation is there inside the layout. High scraps are there, reprocessings are there, means economical loss, high payment of overtime. So, these are the things through that we can easily recognize that economic loss is there. So, we will prioritize the job for method study. Next one is technical aspect. Okay, let us see the technical aspect technical factor for job. Okay. So, surface knowledge of the job is not enough. Okay. We have to consider the real root cause behind the problem. For example, in one production line bottlenecking is there. From initial investigation we can find that slow operation in one station. Okay. So, maybe if we will increase the speed, okay, for some operation it has inherent characteristics that we cannot increase the speed, likewise threading or milling. So, if we will increase the speed, means quality loss is there and whole production will be rejected. So, we have to understand the problem behind the root cause behind the problem and then we have to solve it. Okay. Then third important factor for considering job is human factor. We have to consider, as a human being, we have to consider human being. Okay, emotional reaction of workers should be considered, and we will select those type of jobs which are unrest, ill feeling, which is very tidy, and even though we will start with those type of jobs, so that even it will be not useful for as a economic point of view, but we will consider the emotional aspect of worker. Okay. So, we will consider dirty type of job, unpleasant type of job, unsafe type of job, okay, having high fatigue. So, through that we can get cooperation from workers also. So, next after selection of job, second aspect is information collection and recording. Okay. So, first part is information collection. What are the things in job, in method, we will collect it. Okay. So, if accuracy of data is there, then only we can improve and develop the better method. If data is not collected properly, so we cannot get improvement in the existing or in new method. So, the prime method for data collection is observation. In observation method, most of the time with single visit of the site, the method, what are the information required will be collected by the industrial engineers. Even though we will opt a discussion method for information collection, we will discuss with workers and supervisors, those who are working in that environment, and it is helpful for those type of jobs also which are irregular in manner. Okay. Else than that, we are intentionally discussing regarding these things to establish the better relationship between human relationship between the workers and the management. Third aspect of information collection is record. Most of the time past record is only concerned for collecting some valuable information like that production cost, time, inventory, subcontractors. Okay. So, these things will be the authentic. Last one is motion picture camera and video films. So, most of the time for accurate and more detailed information we are taking motion picture cameras. Okay. It is easily transferable, it is easily forwarded to all level, and directly we can use for training purpose. So, these things are there. Next one in this one is information recording technique. So, basically information can be recorded in three modes: process charts, diagrams and templates. If we are talking about process chart, it is graphical representation of activities that occur during manufacturing or service jobs. There are several types of process charts. We can categorize the process chart into two groups. In first group, in which we will record the process sequence in which we are not considering time. Time scale is not considered. For example, operation process chart, flow process chart and operator chart. Next process charts are those type of process charts in which events of sequence of events are considered. We are considering time scale. Okay. So, likewise multi activity chart and CMO charts. Okay. If we are talking about diagrams, diagrams gives you the pictorial view of layout of workplace, okay, location and different location of different equipments and machine. It is helpful for understanding the movement of subject, means man and material, and through diagram and line and strings we are easily highlight the movement and we can analyze and we can simplify the movement and we can reduce the collision and accidents. So, let us see with example. This one is one flow diagram for bicycle paddle axle. Raw material is in store, it is moved towards cutting shed and then we will move it, push it to forge shop, then it is transferred to machine shop. After machine shop turning, we will send it to milling and then heat treatment. So, two heat treatment processes are there, A and B. So, you can easily understand through string diagram that A and B intersect each other, means chances of collision is there, and else than that more long transportation of material is there. Okay. So, we can simplify it easily. 3D templates are and 3D diagrams are generally cut out of sheet metal, cardboard sheet, thin sheets, and through that we can represent the machinery and furnitures, etc. 3D models are used nowadays to understand the lighting, ventilation, condition, maintenance and safety aspects, which is very important for method. So, these things are there, and nowadays 3D models are easily generated with the help of softwares. We can visualize easily and it is commonly used in industries. Okay. So, before going to discuss about the process chart, we should understand the symbols or elements of work. 5 elements of works are there: operation, transportation, delay and storage, and combination of those activities. Okay. So, based on these 5 activities, we are preparing process charts. Okay. Let us start with first process chart, operation process chart. It will give you the overall view of the process, chronological sequence of all operations and inspection. Means only 2 element of task will be considered in this one. in operation process chart. It will give you the overall view of the job. It will show us overall view of the job in terms of inspection and operation only. It is generally used for assembly line, okay, to show the assembly, overall assembly of the operation. Okay. Let us see the example of this one, assembly of bicycle paddle. It has 55 operations, that is represented by circle, and 9 inspection processes there. Okay. So, overall view of the assembly can be easily understood by operation process chart. Okay. Next one is flow process chart. Flow process chart can be categorized into 2 categories: man type or product type, operator type, and material type or product type. So, the main aim of the flow process chart is to find out the non-productive hidden cost, delay temporary storage, unnecessary inspection, unnecessary transportation. Okay, that can be easily highlighted, and then we can minimize or reduce. So, through reduction of these things we can reduce the cost directly. Let us consider one example of welding shop, in which operator goes to collect the individual plates, and then he collected the plate, and then he go towards almirah and collect the welding rod, and then collect welding material, goes to workplace. So, these are the 12 activities which is performed by the operator. So, let us see the man type process chart for that one. Okay. Means operator goes to collect the individual plate, it is example of transportation. After that he collected the plate, means operation is performed. After that he moved towards almirah to get the welding rod, it is example of you can say transportation. So, in that way we will summarize all the activities of task in table. Okay. So, you can see here at the top, one storage is there, transportation, 5 transportation and 5 operations are there, and 1 delay and 1 inspection and 0 delay is there. So, in that way we can summarize, and if unnecessary delays or more transportation is there, we will try to remove those things. Okay. Similarly, one example of material process chart is there. Operator process chart is also known as left hand right hand chart. Through that we will try to categorize the activities and we will try to show the activities performed by operator, by left hand of the operator and right hand of the operator. So, in that way operator process chart is there. So, another type of chart is known as work machine process chart, that is for understanding the relationship between operator and machine, how much utilization of operator is there, how much we are utilizing machine. So, you can see here cycle time is 3.75, where most of the time the worker is ideal. Worker he picked means load the workpiece in machine, at that time he worked, and then unloading time he worked. Meanwhile, only machine is running, means 67% time worker is ideal, and 33% time only working. Utilization of worker is 33%. So, in that way we can understand the relationship between worker and operator and machine. So, to enhance the to increase the utilization of operator, we can assign one operator and multiple machine. So, that is known as gang type chart. So, in that way, else than that another type of charts are also there, that is known as CMO chart. Okay. The main aim of the process charts are to recognize the productive and unproductive motion, and we will try to simplify and eliminate the unnecessary task. Next step of method study is critical examination. We will analyze the information whatever we recorded in process charts and diagrams, and we will try to analyze it critically by a systematic series of questions to find out the true reason behind performing the activity. So, if we know the true reason behind that, and in that way we can better in develop the method. Okay. And we will try to reduce the possibility of missing of any information. So, 4 things are there in primary and secondary questions. First we will find the purpose, what is the purpose of any activity that is performed by the operator and how he is performing the job, means how and where he will perform the job. Other than that, what will be the sequence of performing the job and who will perform the job. So, in that way these 5 elements will be challenged by and these are the necessity of the job will be challenged by different primary set of questions. Okay. What is achieved by activity, whether it is necessary or not, that is challenged by purpose, okay, and then means and so on. So, primary activity will find out the need and secondary activity will be for finding out the alternative way to perform the job. Okay. So, in that way what is achieved, what else could be done for the instead of that activities, where it is done, where else we can perform this activity. So, in that way we can find out the alternative. So, secondary question is, aim of secondary question is to find out the alternative of the particular element of job. Okay. So, after critical analysis we will find out everything is there, any critical information is not missing, all the part of the job should be there. Then after that we will go for developing the better method. So, where and how we will use the man in that one is one aspect of development. Else than that we will try to find out what better work procedure should be adopted, okay, and what equipment will be used and what better layout or workstation or shop or factory will be used for that one. Through that we will develop a better method. So, in some places machine is better, likewise we want to exert more amount of forces, likewise in metal cutting. So, machine is better. If we want to apply the forces with fixed rate, smooth rate, so machine is better. If we want to compute the high computational complex nature calculations, so machine is better. So, in that way we will try to find out where machine is better, okay, and in that way we will decide to deploy human being in a method. Human being is of course more creative, he learned from the past experience, he can generalize the things, okay, and he can cope up with unexpected experience. So, next one is installation of method. We will install the method, whatever be developed method is there, we will install it. For that one we have to gain acceptance from the worker and representative of workers, because sometime we have to shuffle the staffs, we have to purchase some material, we have to change the wages of worker, we have to go for better planning. So, some if changes of workers are there, some adjustment is required, so some hardship we have to face. So, gaining acceptance is important. After that retraining is required. For new method we have to train our worker, okay, because training is required. Else than that, arrangement of the arranging the requirement of new method is also important. Likewise, you have to arrange some plant, tools, equipment according to new method, arrangement of necessary stocks, raw materials, availability and continuity will be assured. Then we will arrange the clerical records, because wages are changed, okay. So, in that way, then after that we will take some necessary actions, likewise as per change of the wages and timetable, we have to change our services of transportation, canteen, water supply, etc. And after that we will give trial run. Trial run is generally in weekends or in holidays. After that we will install the method, we have to continuously monitor. So, follow up is important in method study, okay. We have to, it is human inherent characteristics that he will slip back towards old method. So, we have to follow up the installed method continuously. In this lecture we learn about work study definition, okay, and method study steps. So, what are the criteria for selection of job, how we will collect the information and how we will record the information, so that everyone can understand in better manner, and after that we will analyze the information critically. Okay, critical information method is there, primary and secondary questionnaires, then we will develop the better method and then we will install the method. So, basic step by step method is there for installation and then we will follow up, so that it will be installed for new method will be installed and worker will follow the new method. Okay. Thanks for your time.